Hello again, my friends. Brett Roberts again here, and I'm pretending to be a different student this time, but still talking on the issue of, is government dominated by big business? This time, I've been assigned to take the no side, and the answer to the question, is government dominated by big business, is absolutely not. No, capital N, capital O, because we, my friends, live in a democracy, a participatory democracy. Everybody has a voice, and it's a pluralistic democracy too. And you know what that means. That means that there are so many voices out there that no single issue or group or interest can prevail over all the others. They all get put out there in the marketplace of ideas, and the voters are able to select the best ones. My sources support this idea. They say that this is true. If you look at my first slide, it's especially true in local politics, in states that have a strong history of direct democracy, such as initiatives and referendums. Those are the types of measures that people go out, they get lots of signatures for, and that gets them on the ballot. There are also a lot of issues-based groups. Groups form around a specific issue. Sometimes there are outside groups that aren't really just liberal or conservative. Rather, they are just there for the purpose of supporting or opposing a given measure. And there, oftentimes around a specific issue, there can be interesting coalitions that form. People who are not always politically on the same page, they come together to support or oppose an issue, and then they disband after the matter has been voted on. There was an interesting study done by one of my sources, Bemke, on interest group populations. His claim was that in states that have a history of direct democracy action, a lot of initiatives and referendums, there are a lot more interest groups. And also that there's a greater diversity among the interest groups that are there. He states that direct democracy reduces bias by encouraging more groups to get into the action. They feel like they have a chance, that their voice will be heard by the voters, and they can work among their own people and become more active in the cause. If you look at the last slide, what can we do? Well, one of my sources recommends that you just hold on until your issue catches fire. That issues that cost more money and affect more people are naturally in the limelight. They attract a lot of attention, more interest and more interest groups. But in general, once your issue gets to a certain level of visibility and a level of popularity, it's been out there, it's in the media, it's in the press, then there's a tipping point after which it will just take off. And after that, if you can get to that point, if you can hold on just till then when it takes fire, it can become self-perpetuating. It's also recommended that people just get out there and get involved, because on many issues, hot-button issues, there can be hundreds of groups involved from all over the political spectrum. But on some issues, not very popular or exciting, there's only a few, sometimes even only one interest group that's there lobbying our congressional leaders. And in those cases, if the issues if they could just get a group that would coalesce around that issue, that they could work together and cooperate and collaborate, they could have a unified voice that could influence our legislators, rather than just the voice of money. Thank you.